A very warm good morning and thank you for taking out time on this lovely morning to attend this session. Could we have a quick round of applause for our lovely ladies over here?
A very warm good morning to one and all present here. Today, I want to share some exciting insights about WhatsApp, a platform that has become an essential part of our daily lives. With over 2 billion users worldwide, WhatsApp is not just a messaging app, but a powerful communication tool. Did you know 1 billion messages are sent over WhatsApp every second? That's incredible, right? On an average, people spend 19 hours a month using WhatsApp. In February 2023, Salesforce Marketing Cloud announces Meta Business Messaging. Moving forward to January 2024, WhatsApp introduced verified badges. Businesses having Meta verified subscription can opt for it and add a layer of authenticity and trust to their profiles. All these updates demonstrate how we communicate or transform the business. This is what the WhatsApp committed is. Thank you all for joining us today. With this, I would like to introduce you to myself. I am Priyanka Bagpatia, Salesforce Marketing Cloud Consultant with my co-speaker. I would like her to introduce herself.
Hi friends, I am Siksha, Salesforce Marketing Cloud Consultant, and I am been in this marketing technology from past 3 years. Now I would like Priyanka to continue the session further. Thanks.
Thanks, Siksha. Before diving in, let's first understand why are we here? Like, what is the reason we are here today, this morning? We are here to get most out of both the platforms and use it in a way that is beneficial for our marketing strategies and to reach wider audiences. When I say both the platform, it does means Salesforce Marketing Cloud and WhatsApp. There are multiple reasons because of which we are using Salesforce Marketing Cloud and WhatsApp together. That could be higher engagements, user participation, increased sales, and much more. That sums up with we are here to spice up your WhatsApp game. Let's dive into WhatsApp channels, a platform that has the potential to transform how we chat and how we do business via WhatsApp marketing. But before that, let's first understand what WhatsApp marketing is. Now, kindly tell me one thing, who this individual is and to which brand he is a brand ambassador of. Adidas, right. Now, let me share an interesting case study of Adidas where Adidas want to run a campaign to create a buzz around the launch of their new product and to connect with the young soccer enthusiasts. For this, how Adidas implemented WhatsApp in their marketing strategies. For this, Adidas has created a WhatsApp campaign named Rent a Pred. Rent a Pred is a campaign that allows its fans to directly communicate to the professional soccer players. Not only that, it allows its fans to send a message on a special WhatsApp number and book an exclusive trial of Adidas Predator boots. It also allows to send a message or a question and ask for a pro tip. With this case study, tell me one thing, what does Adidas get a benefit from implementing WhatsApp in their marketing strategies? Like, what could Adidas get? Like, they can also implement emails as a channel of communication or any website or anything. But why they have implemented WhatsApp or they have introduced WhatsApp for their marketing strategies? 17% of the people respond to their emails in 30 minutes. But about 90% of the people respond to their WhatsApp messages in the same time frame. And that shows a big difference. How you are engaged more on WhatsApp and not on emails. This is why I concluded on that part which I started in my introduction part, that WhatsApp is not just a messaging app but a powerful communication tool. Now moving forward towards our today's agenda, what we are covering in our today's session. We'll first see guidelines and platform policies where we'll learn what are the messaging limits and what are the opt-in policies we have to follow while implementing WhatsApp in marketing strategies. Then we'll see connect WhatsApp and Marketing Cloud, where we'll see how we can connect WhatsApp and Marketing Cloud together and use it in a way that we can, through Salesforce Marketing Cloud, we can utilize WhatsApp as a marketing channel. Moving forward, we have types of WhatsApp messages. Obviously, we have different type of WhatsApp messages that we can use and have different properties and different potentials. Then we see create your first WhatsApp message, where we'll actually see how we can in Salesforce Marketing Cloud create a WhatsApp message and use it via journey and send to the customers. Then we have in the last, before getting to the last, we have business use case, where learning all the components we can see how all the components can be aligned together and use it in a business use case, so that it can be used in our marketing strategies efficiently. And last but not the least, driving analytics, where we'll see how implementing WhatsApp in our marketing strategies will differentiate or will create a difference in our trends, in our engagements. Now I would like to call upon Siksha to take you further with our journey of building connections and driving conversations using WhatsApp via Marketing Cloud.
Thanks, Priyanka. So Priyanka has already set it the agenda. So let's move ahead with the first agenda, which is WhatsApp business guideline and its platform policies. Now the first is the content guidelines. So whenever we are creating any WhatsApp content to reach our audience, we have to make sure there should not be any intellectual, adversarial, violent, spam or fraud content. Because if we'll send that kind of content to our audience, they will not find the content relevant or spam. They might up ending reporting or unsubscribing the WhatsApp channel. So while preparing the content, we have to make sure that we'll follow the content guidelines. Now the next is the opt-in policies. So before reaching out to the audience on WhatsApp channel, we have to make sure that we'll first take their consent. Now there are different ways to take the consent, like website, app, SMS or the offline surveys. While taking the consent, we have to clearly state the business name and the different categories for which they can opt in, like product recommendations, the product order summary, transactional or the announcement type of messages. When stating this, we will ensure that this will later mitigate the risk of opting out the audience from the WhatsApp channel. They will not find the content irrelevant, because we have their opt-in for the certain categories that will help finding the WhatsApp message more relevant to the audience. Now the next is the messaging limit. In WhatsApp Marketing Cloud, we have messaging limits. So the moment you will connect WhatsApp to the Marketing Cloud, in first 24 hours we can send only 250 WhatsApp messages. If you exceed that limit, Meta may flag our number. It's not like that we have only 250 messaging limit only, we can exceed this limit. Now how we can exceed this limit? What are the different methods we have to, or the different strategies we have to plan to increase the limit? Now there are two things: WhatsApp mobile number quality and the WhatsApp message quality. So the moment you'll start creating WhatsApp messages and sending it to audience, and audience start engaging with the WhatsApp messages, the quality rate will go high. Once the quality rate of the message will go high, that will eventually ending up increasing our WhatsApp number limit, quality limit. When the WhatsApp number limit goes up, this will increase the messaging limit of the WhatsApp, that the content is relatable, audience is engaging with the content, and we are now increasing, like Meta is increasing the limit for that WhatsApp number. Now the next one is the business verification. So while taking the opt-ins, we stated that we have to clearly state the business name. Now we are sending WhatsApp message to the audience. We'll see that audience will see that the message is coming from the authenticated business, that this is not a fraud or spam or unknown business. So to verify our business, we have to give the legal business name, the address, mobile number and website. And the moment you will verify your WhatsApp business account, in the overview you can see the WhatsApp mobile number quality and the messaging limit, from where you can track what is the current messaging limit, and according to that only start sending WhatsApp messages to your audience. Because if we are sending more than, like in the first 24 hours you start sending WhatsApp messages to 10,000 audience, and or that Meta will track and later they will flag your mobile number. So we have to make a strategy to increase the messaging limit by following the content guidelines, taking the opt-ins and verifying our business. Now let's see how we connect Marketing Cloud with WhatsApp Meta. Though we are already aware about the guidelines and policies, so let's understand this. But before going ahead with the connection, we have to make sure that the business should have Facebook Ad Manager account. If they have their Ad Manager account, in that only they can create their WhatsApp Meta account, and the WhatsApp is enabled in your Marketing Cloud. So once WhatsApp is enabled in your Marketing Cloud, in Mobile Studio you can see WhatsApp. Click on WhatsApp, it will take you to the WhatsApp window. Then in the left hand side we can see that Ad Account. Click on Ad Account, it will pop up a Facebook window where you have to give your Facebook Ad Manager credits to log in into that. The moment you will log in, it will show the WhatsApp account if they are already created by your clients. Now if there is already created, you can obviously select that. If it is not currently in use, if it is in use, that will be grayed out. You have to create a new. So to create a new WhatsApp business account, you ask your business to provide these details and create a new WhatsApp business account. Once they will create account, follow the same step and establish the connection. So this is how we can connect WhatsApp business account to the Marketing Cloud. Now we have connected our WhatsApp business account to the Marketing Cloud and understand what are the different type of WhatsApp messages. So there are two type of WhatsApp messages through which we can reach out to our audience. One is template, another one is session. Let's understand what is template message. Template messages are nothing but the business initiated conversation which business take the user's opt-in and initiate a conversation by giving some product recommendation, the announcement for the new product launches, or for the marketing purpose. Now within the template we can see there are further three subcategories, which is marketing, utility, authentication. Now what does marketing category means? So all the WhatsApp communication related to the promotional announcement or the recommendation point of view, that will come under marketing. For any transactional communication, you can go with utility, like product order confirmation, order shipped, order tracking. Those kind of messages you can create under utility, because utility category is for transactional messages only. Then the third one is the authentication. As the name suggests, to authenticate your login or maybe placing order. Nowadays, while logging into any website, any app, we need to verify our profile. So for that, we can use authentication to send one-time passcode to the users to make the login more easy. Now we understood what are template messages. Now we have to know that, we should know that where we can create them, these messages. It's not directly created in Marketing Cloud. We have to first create it in Meta. First create it in Meta, then approved by Meta. Then you have, it will visible in Marketing Cloud. You can configure in Marketing Cloud. Later you can use in the customer journeys. Now let's create our first WhatsApp message. Log into your Marketing Cloud, navigate to WhatsApp. Click on the drop down of the WhatsApp channel that you have connected. Click on message template. The moment you will click on message template, it will ask for Meta login again. Add your credentials and it will take you to the message template window. Now in this message template window, you can see the template name, the category, the three categories which we have discussed previously, the language in which you want to register your WhatsApp message, the status of the WhatsApp message, the number of WhatsApp messages sent, the number of WhatsApp messages opened, the top blocked reason, and the last created or updated date. Now let's click on create template and start creating our WhatsApp template. So these are the three categories of template messages we discussed. Now there are the further subcategories. In marketing only, we have three further subcategories, which is custom, catalog, and flow. So custom is again for promotional content. Catalog is a subcategory where you can add your products which are there in your app or in your website. So to do that, to use this catalog option, you first need to connect WhatsApp marketing, WhatsApp business account to your website or to your app, so that the product details will be visible here in catalog section, and you can send out to your customer and they can, from WhatsApp only, they can add the products into their cart and proceed with it. Now comes to the flows. If we want to capture any interest, or maybe our business is launching new WhatsApp channel and you want the opt-ins, so you can go with the flows to capture the interest. We'll use the custom marketing message template because this is the most commonly used template for marketing purpose. Click on next and we'll start creating our template message by giving a name. Give a name to your template message. Select the language in which you want to build. Now comes the content section. In the content section, we have 4 further subcategories. One is header, then the body, then the footer, and the buttons which you are going to have in your WhatsApp message. In header, there are further categories which you can choose, like if you want to add text in your header, you can choose text, images, videos, document, and location. These are the further 4 sub options which are there, which you can add in your WhatsApp message to make it more personalized or engaging to the audience. There are 2 button categories. One is for marketing opt-out, another is custom, and then we have call to action buttons, which is for website. If you want to call the support or maybe another agent, so you can give the number and the different complete flow and the offer code buttons. So as per your business template or business requirement, you can add these buttons in your template and complete the configuration. The moment you will complete the configuration, in the left hand side you can see this is how your template gonna look like once you will send it to your audience. If this looks good to you, then you can proceed with submitting it for Meta review. The moment you will submit it for Meta review, Meta will take 12 to 24 hours to approve this message. And this also depends on your profile, WhatsApp business profile. If it is having a good quality, then it may enable the auto approval process for the business. Now here we can see this is the template that we have created. In this category, the language, this is the language that we have chosen. This is the status. This got approved by Meta, but we can see the quality is pending. So the status is we are going to cover next. If Meta will find that the content is not as per the guidelines, or maybe you are violating some guidelines, so it will reject the WhatsApp message. Then another one is the active and quality pending. The moment you will create the content and Meta verifies it that this is good to go, so it will be active, but the quality pending is you have not sent the message to the audience and the quality is yet to analyze. Then we can see high quality. The high quality means you have started sending the WhatsApp messages and the audience to whom which you are sending the WhatsApp messages, they are engaging in a good numbers. So the quality is high and they are like least negative feedbacks. And then we have medium quality. The audience is engaging with the WhatsApp messages, but they are sending few negative feedbacks. That's why the quality is in medium. Low quality means the engagement rate is so low and you are receiving more negative feedbacks. At that time you have to pause sending the message, have to take a look to the content, revisit the content, and then you can maybe resubmit it for review. Because if in this stage, low quality stage, if you will not look to your WhatsApp message and you keep sending that message to the audience and they will still providing the negative feedback, it will end up pausing the WhatsApp messages. So it will first pause for 3 hours, then for 6 hours, and then if still you are sending the WhatsApp messages, it will completely disable the WhatsApp message. So before disabling it, you have to take a look when it is in low quality, work on your WhatsApp content again and then submit it for re-approval. If it is disabled or rejected and the moment we are working on the WhatsApp content again and the moment you will work and submit it for again review, it will be in appealed in review status. So this is how we can monitor the WhatsApp message quality in this message template dashboard. Now we have created our WhatsApp message in Meta and this is approved by Meta. Let's start configuring it on Marketing Cloud. Log into the Marketing Cloud, navigate to Content Builder, click on Create, then Chat Messaging and then select WhatsApp Template Message. The moment you will click, it will take you to the window, give the WhatsApp message a name and click on Browse. The moment you will click on Browse, it will ask you to select the WhatsApp message which you want to configure. Click on it. Select the language in which you want to display it to your WhatsApp. Select the same language which you have chosen while creating the WhatsApp template message in Meta. Then here comes the configuration part. All the content will be blocked. Only the variables and the custom button section will remain blank, where you need to add the values. Like if you want to personalize the message like hi and then Ankit, maybe hi Priyanka, you want to personalize it with the first name, you can give person and the field name in your data extension. And the custom buttons, these are the custom buttons which I added while creating my template message. Now I have to give them the variable so that later I can use in the journey to redirect customer to the path. The moment you will configure the WhatsApp message in Marketing Cloud, click on save and it will get saved in your Marketing Cloud, and it is ready to use in the customer journeys to target customer through the WhatsApp message. So this is all about WhatsApp template message. Now I will hand it over to Priyanka to discuss further about the next message type.
Let's now understand what session messages are. With the name only, we understand what session messages are. Session does means a session window. So session messages are only sent on a particular session window only. Session messages are the messages which are user initiated. When I say user initiated, it does means any message that is triggered at the side, from the side of user. A user can send a message to a particular brand. For example, we can send a message to just like we have sent a message in Adidas case study to the brand, to the Adidas in Rent a Pred campaign. Just like that only we can send. If you take a real world example, then we have Myntra. When we want certain information about any product, certain log a case, anything we can do on WhatsApp. Whenever a user is initiating any conversation on WhatsApp, it is through session message. So session messages are the ones user initiated. Also, when we have understood the template message, it requires approval from Meta. But in session message, we doesn't require any sort of approval from Meta. We can directly connect or we can directly create the session message in SFMC only. So for creating session message, for creating the session message, you can directly create an SFMC, and you does not have any restrictions, because of which you can use any sort of content. Like in template message, you put any content, and there might be a possibility that the content might get rejected. But here it will not get rejected because you can only send. But at one catch, there is a possibility of Facebook that it can be rejected. There is a limit of 4096 characters in session messages. So above that, if you create any message, Facebook will reject it, and the session message will not receive or will not send to your customers. So while creating any message, be aware that you does not create a message exceeding the length of 4096 characters. Moving forward, we have creation of session message template process is the same as template message process. So did you remember how we have created template message in SFMC? What was the first step for creating template message in SFMC? Did you remember? From where we navigated? Content builder, right. So for this also we will go to content builder. For creating session message also we will move to content builder. Just like that. Moving from content builder to the create button, and clicking on create button, this box will appear. From where the same like where you have created a template message, now you have to select WhatsApp session message. This will allow you to create session message in SFMC directly, and not the whole process we were doing in Meta. Moving forward, on clicking on session message, this interface will appear where it will ask you to enter a format in which you want to share or you want to create a message that has to be shared as a session message in to your customers or in Marketing Cloud. So we have, as we have in template message, here also we have different formats where we can select any of the format and send a message to our customers. So that those formats could be text, audio, video, document, but there is a catch. In Meta, you can use multiple formats together, like in a header you can use image, then in body you can use text, and accordingly you can use in header any document, any audio, and in body you can use text. But in session message you can use only one format. That is, if you select here text, then only the body will contain text format, no links, no images, no document, no nothing will be entered here. Only the format you are selecting. So you can send one format message to your customers only. Now, after for this example, we have selected text message for our creation. Moving forward, we have selected the text message and we have entered this side the text messages. Here we haven't utilized the personalization string, but as you know, for Marketing Cloud, we can use personalization string to personalize our messages and send to our customer. What does personalization means is just giving a gist. That personalization is sending a message with the name or with the PII information of the customer, so that it feels that the brand has personally messaged them with their name, or the brand is concerned for them or of their choices or their preferences. So we have selected the text we want to send, if any particular user initiated any send, and the text, and with this is how it will preview on customer's WhatsApp number. Session messages work on a particular keyword. So every keyword is associated with a particular session message. So on a particular session message, that does means if you are using any keyword, it cannot be replicated on any another journey. So be wise while using a keyword. A keyword associated with a message will not be replicated in another journey. For example, if you are using, just giving a small example, if you are using hi, if you are using keyword as hi, and if someone sends hi to your WhatsApp number and you have configured this message for sending them as a response, then you cannot use another message for sending on the hi like keyword or in the another journey. So that's how session messages work with keywords. Moving forward, when we have gathered all the components, when we know all the components or all the learning for implementing WhatsApp in Marketing Cloud, now let's understand how we can club that together and use it in a way that is beneficial for our marketing strategies and to reach wider audiences. Now moving forward, when we have gathered all the knowledge or all the understanding about how WhatsApp message is implemented in Salesforce Marketing Cloud, let's move forward and let's understand how we can use that in a business scenario and understand how it can enhance our marketing strategies. So for that, we have taken a business use case of Urbanize, where Urbanize is a fictitious leading firm for eyewear industry. The company is specialized in developing exclusive eyewear collection. Also, the company has market presence of over 50 countries and is renowned for its chunky shades and enhanced customer experiences. Now, Urbanize is already implementing Salesforce Marketing Cloud or has already implemented a platform Salesforce Marketing Cloud and using for its communication or for promotions of its communications or of its brand. Now, Urbanize has certain objectives in their objectives to attain or acquire. So let's see what those objectives are. Those objectives are customer engagements, customer satisfaction and sales enhancement. These were the only objectives which Adidas has acquired with implementing WhatsApp in their case study. Now let's see how we can acquire these objectives using Salesforce Marketing Cloud and WhatsApp. So for that, Urbanize has implemented a journey. What Urbanize want to do is, as you know, Independence Day is upcoming in few days. So they want to launch a pre-Independence Day sale, and with the pre-Independence Day sale, they want to acquire all these objectives. So what they have implemented is, they implemented a journey. With that, they have certain segment. They have selected what was the audience segment would be, what audience they want to target for the sale of their exclusive eyewear collections. Now, what they want to do is, they want to share an email. As usual, what they were used to send initially with their all communications or branding. So they send an email, but this time what is the difference is, they implemented WhatsApp in their use case. So when any customer doesn't engage with their emails, when I say engagement, it does means open engagements only, because they have included open engagement in their decisions. If it can be click engagement or open engagement, both the ways. There is no problem, but they have selected for opens only. So to make sure their communication is reaching towards the customer, and the customer is engaged in wider prospect or in wider percentages, they implemented WhatsApp in their marketing strategies at this time for the first time. And for implementing WhatsApp activity in Journey, how they have implemented is, they have configured the message configurations, where I already told about the channel ID. Channel ID does means multiple numbers of a particular brand or organization. So they have selected the channel ID, then the mobile number. Mobile number, they here have two options, where two option means, one option is from the chat demographics. Chat demographics we have in all contacts, and one is in our data extension. Data extension is the place where we store our customer details. So you can select any one of them, there is no problem. Just be sure that if you are selecting chat demographics, then the number in the chat demographics against the customer is there. Moving forward, this will be the summary of the WhatsApp. The WhatsApp activity, where we are already selecting the message which we want to send. Then message configuration, app channel we have already seen in recent screenshot, that app channel would be there, and the mobile number. Okay, let's now first understand activating the journey. Like we have configured the journey, we have email draft there, we have WhatsApp activity configured. Now did the next step would be activating the journey. Like we will activate the journey and the messages will go forward to the customers. Correct? Anyone? No. For this, what you have to first ensure is, you have the data of the customers you want to target in all contacts in WhatsApp list. You should have the data. Okay, it's okay, you have data in data extension, that's fine, but you should have the data in all contacts in WhatsApp list, where that denotes the chat demographics. You should have the data in chat demographics. For that, if you do not have, like they are implementing, Urbanize is implementing this case the first time, and that they do not have the data in chat demographics. So for this, how they will implement it? Using imports. And how they go to imports? From Salesforce Marketing Cloud to Content Builder, and then navigating to imports. Going on imports, they'll click on create. This side, they'll click on create button, and on clicking on create button, a pop-up box will appear. The pop-up box will share three options: data extensions, lists, and chat messaging. We have to select chat messaging because we want to import data of our customers for WhatsApp channels, as we already have for emails and other channels. So they have implemented for channel messaging. Clicking on OK will take them further with this dialog box, where we have to select what is the data extension. Observe, this data extension is the only one data extension we have used in the journey, or Urbanize has used in the journey as a source. Taking that, you have again to configure the same thing. What is the channel ID? The channel ID, and to select the import method. As Urbanize does not have anything in their imports or anything in their chat demographics initially, because they are implementing this first time. So they have to, they can use override method or add an update. But if they have another use cases, they can implement accordingly. Accordingly, they can select import methods. That could be add an update, that could be override, that could be add only and anything. So here we have selected add and update. This is the normal import process we used to do. Now a dialog box will appear with the certificate of opt-in certificate. Agreeing this will allow us to move forward with the journey. Going forward, this will be the journey, activating the journey, and this is how it will look like. This is how it will look in customer's WhatsApp account. So this is how it will look. This is the first template message that we have created in our previous slides. This is the template message that it will be created, and this is how it will show. Now I would like to call upon Siksha to take you forward with this journey and with our actually session journey, not this journey. There will be another use case for engaging them. This is how we have built the connection. Urbanize first need to build the connection in order to attain all those objectives, the customer satisfaction, engagements, and enhance sales. Enhance sales does means more customers does means building connections. That's how Urbanize created the connections. Now Siksha, you can take forward the session.
Thanks, Priyanka. So as we have seen here in this journey that the urbanizing is engaging with the customer by just intimating them about the pre-independence sale. Now there can be a scenario where people are engaging in within 30 minutes or 1 hour of window, or maybe 1 day of window, 24 hours window, but there can be few people that are engaging with a WhatsApp message maybe after 3, 4, 5 days, and they want to initiate a conversation and they want to visit or maybe see the products. So how we can engage the audience more who are reaching out to us after seeing our WhatsApp messages. So there we have another use case from the Urbanize where we are using inbound chat as an entry source in our journey and letting the customer enter into the journey the moment they will start sending us the messages. Now the inbound chat has few keywords. We have to add few keywords in the inbound chat to let the customer enter into the journey. So here we can see that we first have to select the app channel through which it's just basically the WhatsApp mobile number on which you are replying like hi or hello. So you can initiate any conversation with Urbanize with hi, hello, inquiry or help. The moment you will start engaging with the Urbanize customers with hi, hello, inquiry, Urbanize brand with these keywords, you will immediately enter into the journey and will start receiving the WhatsApp communication. So the moment you will receive the first communication, that the first communication here we have used is about the products, the different products that Urbanize is having in forms of various buttons. Now the moment they will select, they will see the message about the like sunglasses and the progressive glasses and the other different eye contact glasses. So if they will receive messages like that, then they want to proceed with the further purchases. So for that we have created few session messages for which to use them we have wait until chat response. So we will wait until the user will respond to the message using the custom buttons, and in the custom buttons, as you previously remember, while creating the configuring the WhatsApp template messages, we have added few variables in the custom buttons. Those variables we are leveraging here in the wait until chat response activity to decide in which path the customer should follow. So I am replying with hi, hello, and then I will be receiving the message. Over there I can choose the buttons like eyeglasses, sunglasses, progressive contact lenses, eye checkup, and if I have placed any delivery and I want to inquire about the delivery, like where my order is or any issue with the delivery, I can reply with that button. The last, you can see here the maximum wait duration. So this wait until chat response activity will work for 1 day as per the business use case of Urbanize, but this may differ to your business use case. You can exceed 1 day limit to 2 day, 3 day, 1 week of time. Here we have used 1 day. Now let's see how we are engaging the customer. So the customer replied with hi, and the Urbanize sent a WhatsApp message with these: visit our website, contact support, and the further options. So the moment you are, if let's suppose you are interested in sunglasses, you replied with that, you will receive a session message, the automated message through Urbanize. You can see there that the sunglasses, the below is the link to get 50% off on sunglasses. And to track that how the user flowed into the journey, they enter into the journey through inbound chat with the keyword hi, and then they receive the first WhatsApp message, and from that first WhatsApp message they selected the button sunglasses, and this is how they proceeded in the journey to receive further messages. This is how you can engage your audience continuously. If let's suppose in the previous message we have seen promotional, pre-independent sale, and the customer is engaging late after 3, 4, 5 days or a week of time, you still can approach them anytime. So this is the customer, like this is how Urbanize is engaging with the customer. Now for the another business use case, I would like to call Priyanka to take it further.
Now, when we have understood that using Salesforce Marketing Cloud, Urbanize how they have come up to the 2 steps ahead in achieving their objectives, all the objectives, while managing the building the connections, engaging the customers. Now what would be the third step? The unsubscribes. What if the customer is not at all interested in receiving your messages? For example, I was using Myntra, now I switch to another platform such as Nykaa. I have switched to Nykaa. Now I don't buy anything from Myntra. I don't want any sort of promotional communications from Myntra. So what can I do is, as a customer, I can opt out from that particular WhatsApp channel. So let's see how Urbanize manage their customers through Salesforce Marketing Cloud. This was the journey, a generalized journey that we have created, again using the keyword stop. There can be another keyword as per your business use case, but generally in generalized term, major brand uses a keyword stop in order to allow its customers to stop the communication they are receiving. So we have configured the journey with stop keyword. Again the same thing, the channel from which we are using the keyword, for which we are using the keyword, or from which a customer want to opt out, and the stop keyword that initiate, that allow any customer to enter into this journey and opt out from a particular channel ID or from particular communications. How this is happening is with the inbound chat, then moving towards the outbound opt-out message. What this opt-out message contains is an acknowledgement that you have successfully been opted out. When a customer send a message stop, then it will send a message acknowledging that you have successfully been opted out. Okay. Then we have implemented a update contact activity in order to update the boolean values 1 or 0 in order to make the Salesforce Marketing Cloud allow that is the particular customer is opted in or opted out. And we are managing this through automation which is running in every 15 minutes interval. Let's see how on customers WhatsApp how it will display. This is how a customer will send a stop message, and on receiving that an acknowledgement message will be sent to the customer. What is this? A session message. It does not contain any different formats as I mentioned in earlier slides. It only contains if text, then text only, no nothing. So this is how Urbanize manage the opt-out consent, the opt-out management, and this is how they come one more step ahead in achieving what they have thought for achieving the objectives. So we have now built the connections, engaged our connections, and now manages the unsubscribe. Now what's left? Your favorite part? Money, reporting obviously. Let's see how Urbanize get the ROI from implementing WhatsApp in their marketing strategies. Kindly Siksha.
Thanks Priyanka. So now Urbanize has already implemented all the business use cases. Now let's see how they are performing. So deriving Urbanize business through the analytics. So there are 3 ways from which we can see how the WhatsApp message is performing and how the audience is engaging with them. So first is through the analytics through Journey Builder. Another one is data extract chat messaging details, and the last but not the least is intelligence reports and dashboard. So going with the first, WhatsApp analytics in the Journey Builder. Like the email and SMS in Journey, we can see WhatsApp analytics as well. So the moment we'll send email and SMS to the customers, we can see how many emails or SMS got delivered, bounce, and what's the open and click rate. Similarly, in WhatsApp we can see that you can click on WhatsApp activity, go to the analytics. Here you'll see summary and analytics. You can choose analytics, you can define the time frame, and you can see the WhatsApp delivery report. How many open rates are there, delivery, bounce, undelivered, and failed WhatsApp messages. So from here you can see, and this report will get this report will be there in near real time. But if you want to see the exact reporting, maybe you should revisit this in 24 hours to get the exact numbers. Now the another one is through data extract chat messaging details. So for this you need to navigate to Automation Studio and start creating a data extract activity, where you in the extract type you have to select chat messaging details. This will export a zip file which will have all the contact tracking details, the inbound chat logs, and the potential channel unsubscribe. If like hi, hello, inquiry, and help keywords are not sufficient, if customers are coming and replying with some another keywords, so you can utilize this inbound message log report to see what customers are, with which keyword customer are engaging with. So this message will come in the JSON format, which you can pass, import in the data extension, and see with what next is the what most next keyword used by the customers, and you can design another use cases for the customer to keep them engaging through your brand. This contact tracking details will have all again the delivered, bounce, and the open rate messages, and the potential unsubscribe will have the bounce or maybe undelivered messages. So if any message will get you are targeting your audience, and to your audience or customer message is not getting sent more than 3 times in a single month, so it will considered as potential unsubscribe. There can be any reason, whether they have marked it as spam, or they have reported the WhatsApp mobile number, or WhatsApp is not created on that mobile number. Maybe they would have deleted their WhatsApp account first they have created, because I know this will lead to another question, if WhatsApp is not there, then how would you have the consent? So they have created first the WhatsApp mobile number, and somehow they might ending up deleting their WhatsApp account. So this is the one. Now the third one is the intelligence reports and dashboards. So for that, from Marketing Cloud dashboard you can navigate to reports, to the intelligence reports. Here you can add the report name, the format in which you want to extract, the time period for which you want to extract the details, and all the measurements which you want to add in your detail to see how your campaigns are performing. You are sending WhatsApp messages to engage your audience, to make them aware about the products which Urbanize is newly releasing, or if they have any offer or sales going on. You would also want to see how the campaigns are performing. So you can add all those measurements here and proceed with the reporting. Now here intelligence also provide the dashboard for the delivery, engagement, WhatsApp performance, and WhatsApp performance by journey. Here you can see the different KPIs for delivery, bounce, engagement, open. There are different KPIs for that. You can visit the intelligence dashboard to see how your campaigns are doing and how the audience is engaging with the campaigns or WhatsApp messages. Now, so we have covered all those things. Let's understand what we have covered today. So Urbanize as a brand came across, want to increase their marketing, so they leverage WhatsApp in their Marketing Cloud to increase their sales and generate revenue. So for that they leverage Marketing Cloud, they leverage WhatsApp and connect it with Marketing Cloud, and they start building the customer use cases, and they have used the different type of messages to provide a smooth communication or seamless communication with the customer to make most out of it and provide a better experience to the customers. And through the reports they have tracked how they are performing, how audience are engaging, and if any another business use case they can build out of it to improve the user experience. And through reports they have analyzed, and maybe they are building more new business use cases to increase their sales, generate revenue, and provide a good customer experience.